what is synchronized keyword? The synchronized keyword is used for achieving thread safety when multiple threads access the resources. It ensures that only one thread can execute a method or a block of code at a time to prevent the race conditions. However, exclusive use of these synchronized keywords will lead to a performance issue, like it will just hold for a long time, in which the parallel multitasking purpose will be failed. The key points we have to remember about the synchronized keyword is mutual exclusion. That means that only one thread can execute a synchronized method or a block at any given point of time. Thread safety. It ensures thread safety because that at a time only one thread can access the shared resource. That means that the data corruption will not happen. Deadlock. So if in the synchronized keywords you have to use wisely. If not, let's assume that through threads you have a thread 1 and thread 2. You have two resources A and B. Thread 1 is holding a lock for A and waits for B. Thread 2 holding a lock of B and waits for A. So both are waiting for the locks. Both are holding logs and waiting for logs. This means a deadlock in synchronization. So we have to be very careful in using a synchronized keyword. Let's see what way that how we can use the synchronized keywords with an examples. So this, we have a block of code. Let's say now I have a thread 1. In each thread we are incrementing the count of a count variable for a class of counter. The thread 1 and thread 2 same. So thread 1 and thread 2. So parallelly they will be executing it, and then we will start and we'll join threads to complete it before it. So parallelly these two threads will try to increment the count variable, which can lead to a data corruption at given point of time. Sometimes that we cannot guarantee that you'll always get the same count. It will work or it might not work. We cannot guarantee that. That's the reason that if you want exactly the data consistent, then we can go for a synchronized keyword in it. See, previously that if you are incrementing the 1000 counts twice, it should be 2000, but now it has 1886 because we cannot guarantee that it will increment the same number of times, right? So how do we achieve that? By making your method as a synchronized. So we can use synchronized keyword for the method. This is the one way. Now let's execute it. So if you execute this code, for how many number of times you can execute, you'll get always the same. Final count is 2000. You can use any number of times. Okay, it makes sure that it will the data will not be corrupted. This is one way of using your synchronized keyword. There is another way that you can use for a block the synchronized keyword. Let's say now I don't want for the method, but I want for the block. So we will use this block, and in this means at this block only one thread can execute this block, right? Yeah, so this is also same. Instead of a method we have a synchronized block for this, right? So there is another level of synchronization we can use it at the class level. So the class level is nothing but a static. So we can use for the static methods also, we can use synchronized keyword like this. So we will mention it's a static variable, and of course to get the count we'll have to make static. So for this we don't require an object, we will directly use the class to increment the count of a variable, and of course we'll use the class to get the count, right? So this is another way of using a synchronization at the class level. That means using for a static level of synchronization, right? These are the three ways you can use the synchronized keyword.